Hello and welcome back to the Stronghold. I'm the Magi, and today I thought I'd do a premiere draft from Bloomburrow. And I'm re-recording the intro here because right from pick one in this, really all I could think about was a small town not far from where I live named Lizard Lick. Yep, that's right. Folks got together and decided to name a town Lizard Lick. At any rate, obviously this ends up being a lizard-themed version 0 deck, and I think it's enough proof of concept that lizards is probably very viable in standard, even for us budget players. And I think the best place for budget players to go with this is actually combining some of those lizard archetypes here from Bloomburrow with the Outlaws starter deck that we all received. I think this has a lot of potential, and I'm going to include a version 1.5, I guess, deck list down in the doobly-doo. So make sure to check that out after checking out the draft. This season, I'm hanging out with the friends here in Bloomburrow, and, well, I don't really look any different. Apparently, I'm always in beast mode. And if you want your Magic the Gathering experience on and off Arena to be in beast mode too, make sure to check out my Patreon page, because let's be honest, not everything makes it to YouTube. Now, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, right. Alright, pack one, pick one with a strong rare. I am absolutely going to windmill slam that. For sure. All right, let's see here. What do we want to go with on our second? Curious Forger is an interesting pick here, maybe. I also like Clifftop Lookout. Ravine Raider also is not terrible. I like the Gecko too, and that kind of sticks together with lizards for what that may or may not end up being worth. I do like lizards, although I typically consider it a fallback position. I'd generally rather draft white at this stage, but so far we just haven't been given really strong white picks out of our packs. We'll see what develops. Thoughtstalker seems like it's right up our alley right now. Teapot Slinger is definitely in the mindset here. Bramble Veteran is probably better, but it's a little harder to splash. So yeah, I do think we'll go with the Teapot. Short and stout. Here is my handle. Alright, back to reality here. Let's see. I don't love the Swarm. The Harbinger isn't bad. Another Curious Forager. The Bruiser isn't terrible. I don't really like Brewer. Ravine Raider is pretty decent. You know, I think I'm just going to take the Harbinger. It's a little bit of a build around, and it might not get played in this deck, but we'll have to see how that goes. Boy, nothing here I'm overly excited about, but I guess the Sharpshooter isn't terrible. I mean, we're halfway through pack one and we're already very close to playables for pack one. And I just noticed that also cut off red from that last pack, so that might make our pack two a little bit easier. Let's see, do we want to go with a Mudflat Village here or another Sharpshooter? I think we want to go with Village because we are pretty high on playables at this point. Well, there's another Village. Isn't that intriguing? Do we want a duo? Now, I think I'm going to take a second Village here. We'll go ahead and start adding those to our collection pretty quickly. Pathmaker is pretty decent. I will take a Pathmaker. Conduct electricity or duo. I do think I like the removal piece. It's not great removal by any means, but here I think we take the duo. Sure, we'll take a black card. And hey, look at that, a red card. So we're actually pretty ahead on playables. Boy, I really want those Hunter's Talents, but obviously we're nowhere near playing those. I think I'm just going to take the rare, and we'll sandbag that one. I think that's only our second rare. Yes, it was. Nothing here really feels super good. I think we're going to take the Agate Assault. I mean, so far we haven't really had to take any particularly weak cards. Consumed by Greed would feel like the correct pick here. You kind of have to love it when the highest rated card in the pack also happens to be in our colors. It makes you feel like you're in the right lane. I don't love Overflow at all, so I'm kind of looking at maybe the Agate Blade Assassin, Nocturnal Hunger. How are we on creatures? Just 10 so far, which isn't terrible. And I mean, a good piece of removal is hard to pass up. Again, the highest rated card in the pack happens to be in our colors. Seems good. Do we take the rare here? Quite possibly. It's a very good rare too. I'm a little surprised it's in here. I mean, I don't love Rallier or Squeak or Soothsayer, so we're gonna take a rare then. That puts us at 3. Not sure I love that for the deck that we're in. I want to take one of the uncommons. I'm going to take the Swordmaster just to eventually get that deck together. Rare number 4, a 3-tree city. That's good stuff. Our Frilled Sharpshooter came back around, and I think that's the correct pick here. We don't really have any of the good lizard payoff things because, well, it's just not very deep. Not interested in Sugarcoat at all. Good gracious. Let's see here. So we got a Starscape Cleric, which is actually going to be what I take. I may not end up playing that today. Another Frilled Sharpshooter. Sure. So we're not even into pack 3, and we are already at playables, or very close to it. What is that, 19 of 23? So yeah, we're right there. A couple of even decent picks in pack 3 will get us there. That helps with the bat deck, and yeah, we will absolutely take a whip. Thank you. Hunter's Talent was probably the better card there, but when we can snatch up a rare at really very low opportunity cost, we're going to do that. Let's see how our deck helper is actually doing here. Boy, these Hunter's Talents have just been all over the place. But I think we are taking the board. I think maybe we don't play Wick. I mean, I think we have a strong enough deck kind of without it. Wants me to splash green for the common good. I'm not sure how I actually feel about that. But I will take a rare here. I think that gives me 6. out of this draft? Yes, that is number 6. And artist talent makes 7. Although a mentor. Now, I'm going to take the rare. That will cost me some wins, but that's just kind of how it is. I think we'll take the Playful Shove. It's not really made for this deck that we're in, but how are we on creatures? Just 16. So we need a creature or 2 here to kind of finish things out. And yeah, rare number 7, just like that. I don't really love any of this. So I'm going to take a Mouse Guard. I mean, it's technically a playable card for us, but I don't know that it's going to make it. A very late Consumed by Greed, or... No, we're going to take the Consumed by Greed. We will just be made of removal. I'm so ahead on playables, I'm just going to take good uncommons here. Take the Sonar Strike for a Bat deck. Saber, that's pretty decently playable. And a Carrot Cake. Okay, so we only need to make a couple of cuts here. I did finally decide that green wasn't worth splashing for, and I can't say at all that I disagree with that. Actually wants us to play Artist Talent. I don't think I agree with that. So what's like our lowest rated card? Let's see here. Okay, so Mind Drill, Assailant, followed by the Pathmaker. Let's see, how does this look on curve? Not terrible, really. Okay, let's take it for a spin. Let's see what it can do for us. What did we end up with? Like seven rares, I think? No, excuse me, 8. So we don't need to win a single game here to make value. And I have a sneaking suspicion that we might. Like, this deck just might be fast enough and have enough removal to plow through a couple of games. Well, we couldn't get a much better turn 1, could we? Just start piling on damage as quickly as we can. Double Duo. Interesting. I don't think I want to actually risk my Vine Lasher at this point, so we're going to say no attack. They are going to do some swinging here. Interesting. Or maybe they aren't. Man, for red mana, like, could we just have some red mana? Would that be a thing? we definitely don't need a playful shove. I mean, although I guess it could have killed one of their break-in if we had any red mana. Sure, that's how you do it. He has nothing on the back end. Interesting. Three cards in my hand. I can't play at all because of mana. How about I just ruin your day? Oh, look at you doing stuff. I'm impressed. You should have used that to ambush block my soothsayer, but you did not. I mean, that's kind of presenting lethal next turn. Especially if I draw a red source. I did not draw red source. They might ambush my soothsayer here. Or they might just chump block my spark shooter, I don't know. Or they might do neither of those things. Interesting. Well, they are just stuck on their mana, aren't they? Well, we will take that away. Oh no, they have all the cards now. They can do things. But I have 2 menace creatures, so there's that. Kaboom. It's kind of nice when you top deck a land and it actually wins you the game. It's pretty wild. Alright, so we managed to get the first win here. Wow, that is not really what you want to see. Is it worth giving up a card though? Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. That feels a little better. Gonna put back the teapot. Living the dream. Slasher is just so good. I think we lay a threat. Drop this as a 4/4 menace with reach. Feels good. That isn't what we wanted, was it? So I'm thinking we Nocturnal Hunger here. Take out the Mentor before they can start bouncing like head of the homestead. Sure. Am I interested in this? Sure, we'll go ahead and draw that. Come on, land. Give me the land. Yeah, we're not doing that. That is not a land. Okay. Still not a land, sir. Still not a land. Put down a Death Toucher. I mean, depending upon what they swing with, we are presenting lethal here. They did not leave themselves much there, did they? Okay. All right with that. Multiple turns, I keep thinking, if I just draw a land. That is still not a land. Why can't I cast that? Oh, because this cannot cast non-creatures. That's right, that's right. I have to say, I'm really liking those frilled spark shooters. Those are much higher performing cards than I expected them to be. Interesting. That totally feels like a trap, right? Okay. Oh, but he did gain some life there. Did get the rat token back, but at least he only has one. That is an excellent play for them. Okay. Just need to draw an untapped land. That's all I need here. Yeah, don't care about that. Yes. Win number 2. 3 in a row, and they call that a winning streak. So a little bit of a slow, grindy deck. Well, that is a terrible opening hand. I don't second guess mulliganing that at all. This is not a lot better, but it is better. I think we keep the 6. I'm going to throw a mountain. I mean, we don't do anything until turn 3, but like we 3, 4, 5 pretty solidly. But are they going to be out of control by the time they do? Man, getting hit for 3 here. That hurts. This won't even block well for us. Well, I mean, I guess it blocks the token, but... Are you kidding me? Wow. If we don't draw the land, I think we just scoop and move on. Yep. There we go. We are officially 4 turns behind. And accepting gracefully loss numero uno. Wow. What is up with that? All right, this is pretty good. I'm gonna throw back the mountain. This is a pretty solid start here. Well, we will not be attacking, that's for sure. Just doing it so we have something to do here. And we might have to follow it up with another Consuming Greed next turn. Actually, that's not so bad. I'm not terribly worried about that. Interesting. Yes, it has reach. That also tells us they do not have a combat trick. Okay. Drawing the land would be pretty hot right here. There it is. I think we get a chump block here. No, they said no. We're gonna keep our token. Interesting. Sure. Ooh, that's a good one. have anything in my graveyard? No, no I don't. So we will just say goodbye to that. And they're just done, because all we had to do was draw a land and we won. All right, so that's 3 wins here for us. Lightest card in our deck. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I think this is totally keepable, right? Thoughtstalker on 3 feels good. Or Consuming Greed for that matter, depending upon how quick they are. It doesn't look like they're going to be a super fast attack here. Get a little double damage in. Yeah, I think that's worth a little Consuming Greed. I think we'll do that. I may live to regret that, but... We'll just keep pinging them. What would you like to discard? Normally, I would have played the Soothsayer, but, you know, their Sticky Tongue has reach, so that's problematic. Well played, well played. We are prepared to just ping you to death, sir. Well, they got some things back. Well, that's unfortunate. So we'll just be forced to play another one. That life gain is problematic. Sure. Yeah, that is how we want to do that. So much mana. Yeah. And he always has something with reach. Just always. The sneaky win. We're gonna get them with the sneaky. Boom! Very sneaky. Well, there we go. 4 wins. That's a serious chunk of gemage coming our way. Well, we did not get our turn 1. What is up with that? I do still think we keep this, though, obviously. Not feeling as good about this one. Whoa. That is a pretty big dog right there. What? Oh, that was completely silly. I forgot that was not a destroy effect. Dang it. That was a misplay. I think that, combined with their fast start, means we might very well lose this one. Can't even chump block it because it has a minute. What a problem. I think if we don't draw a mountain here, we're in pretty serious trouble. We're going to try and block here, but they probably have a combat trick. And we just lose to the swing here, right? I overcommitted. Especially with that. Yep. What's that put us at? 4-2 or 4-3? I'm not sure at this point. 4-2. All right, so back against the wall. We got to win or go home here. Can they find us an opponent? It appears they can. Ah, well, we got our Vine Lasher. Feel pretty good about that, and a Starscape Cleric on 2. Spark Shooter looks good on 4 as well. And we got us a 3-drop. Wow. I don't think I trust swinging into that. Sure. Kinda can't block me this time. Curving out like a champ over here. In fact, if we can swing the boar next turn, well, yeah, I had a feeling removal was coming, right? So we might have this one. They do have removal though, so there's that. But we have land and a flyer, so yeah. Now. So 5 wins. This Lizards deck is kind of serious. Kind of doing its thing. I think it has a future in Constructed too. You combine cards like these with the Outlaws starter deck, and like you've really got something coming together there. Earth Elemental. Okay, cool. 1,600 gems. Thank you very much. This is not a great opening hand. This is better, but also not great. Do we go to 5? I mean, 5 is weakness. Merchant told us so. Okay, this is much better. So I gotta throw that. I gotta throw that. We're doing it all for the Vine Lasher here. Hey, that was kind of right on time. Ooh, that's a very serious card they got there. So much so that I'm gonna destroy it. Carrot cake! I mean, 3 points a turn here is not terrible. I don't love that, though. They're probably going to block here. A 4/4 menace! What? And we can get back our Starscape. And play it next turn, depending upon what else we draw. That is not enough to stop a 4/4 menace. Gonna go for the long play here. Yep. Uh-oh, it's a 4/4 menace. The same thing that just essentially board wiped you. Losing a bunch of life here to draw cards does not seem optimal where they're at, but I mean, I guess if they can get a blocker down, it'll at least save them a point. What does this do again? Non-land permanent. Sure. Do you want to take something out with the Bumble Pot? I guess that's the real question here. I guess he's going to do it at instant speed. Now would be the time. Well, they're gonna food. Okay. So that was a net 0. And, well, you lose the game. My goodness, have we gotten 5 wins here? This is insano. I mean, are we gonna trophy? Is this a thing that's gonna happen here? A lizard trophy? This doesn't feel great. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I think we keep it. We did pop something here with Saber. Then get our 3-drop down. It's not terrible. That's a rough 3-drop though, for sure. I think that's worth killing. I feel like we're off a turn here, but okay, that's not as bad. They did do the offspring thing. So if they don't kill it, we kind of get board position here. I am not walking in front of that. There is no way in hell. Hey, this isn't a terrible place to be right now. They must have something to play in their second main, so we're just going to attempt to race here. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not hasty. Okay. Shit. Well, they got me good. No doubt about that. They got me good. Alright, so only 6 wins? 5 wins? No, that was in fact 6 wins with 1,800 gems, which means we just paid for our mastery pass. I cannot be mad about that at all. And 5 packs. Gotta love it. Gives me a nice little chunket of packs there. So guys, I think that is gonna do it for today. This was a pretty fun one with 6 wins and a good chunk of rewards there. Lizards and before we go, of course, I always want to thank my entire Patreon community for supporting not just my passion, but the community at large. And in particular, this time around, I wanted to recognize Searing Blaze and Kenny F. They are coming up on their 1-year anniversary of support. Thank you all. Thank you guys. I could not do this without you. And of course, let me leave you with some suggestions for your next step here on the channel.